Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
You know, I hear you guys are talking about if we should play DTR or not. Well, we've already seen what you got in Winston. He is what he is. And our two-time coach of the year, what are you talking about? He plays DTR. He brings him in for one play, he hands off to the guy, and then he sits him down. So he's trying. I mean, our coach of the year, that's how he plays them. He doesn't know how to play guys. I mean, what sense does it make to keep playing Winston? He supposedly shouldn't be your quarterback for next year because you know what you got. So DTR, a big pick of our general manager. I mean, he's supposed to be good, ain't he? Ask our two-time coach of the year. Like I said, all he does is let him hand off once a game. Boy, that's really good. Take care, guys.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Quincy, he was a fifth-round pick. Fifth-round picks don't last in the NFL very long. So if you want to say they should play DTR, what he's responding to, I said I didn't think they should play DTR. Again, you don't throw a guy out there in the regular season, and they see him every day in practice. They know what they have in DTR. That's a guy that doesn't like Andrew Berry, doesn't like Kevin Stefanski.
The thought process there too is like, hey, well, Jameis Winston's playing well, so we already know what we got there. Let's just bench him and just see what we got in DTR. I don't get it there. Look, DTR was brought in as a fifth-round pick. Maybe he becomes a backup is the big goal for that draft pick, right? You get a backup on cheap money, and maybe you luck out and he becomes a starter for you. But I think we're past the point of like knowing that this dude ain't gonna be no Brock Purdy, right? It didn't take Brock Purdy this long, or this many opportunities to kind of get right. So, you know, maybe he's just a backup. Maybe he's a nice, fun gadget piece. Still a good athlete. And I really don't have any problem with how the Browns use DTR.
No.
And I don't think that just because Jameis is playing well, you know what you got in him. You want to see how far you could take this thing with Jameis, right? If you're really going to evaluate if you should bring him back to start the next 17 games, right? Like, we know enough about Jameis right now to know that he could be the backup again for somebody. But do we really know enough about Jameis to know if he could be the starter? You know, I don't think we're there yet.